what's up everybody, it's your boy nappie, and welcome to my channel. So I've actually missed you guys so much, and today we're going to talk business. We're going to talk business. Like this beautiful lady came all the way from the UK to Africa to start a business. She's also she was born in the US, African American to be precise. So she took a trip to Africa, looking to Africa for some time, and she came back again later on to say no, Africa has everything, so she wants to start business here in Africa. She took the step, and I think it's working for her. So you know guys, like everything is in Africa, the money is in Africa, because everybody is saying there's greener pastures in the Western world, there's greener pastures everywhere. Let me tell you this, Africa has got everything as well. So nobody will just leave Europe, nobody will just leave America to come to Africa to start business, because poor man has no friend. That's what they always say. But today I have her here to say whatever she wants to say, to tell you how she started her business, to tell you the processes and everything that she went through to start up the business. So let's get into the video. Let me just bring her in. Cheers! Alright.
Don't mind Nappie.
I know you guys know her. Nappie. Welcome to Ghana again one more time. She has been to Ghana how many times?
Like about 6 times.
Six times.
I'm a frequent African traveler.
She's
but first and foremost, listen. I want to clarify something, because it's very important. Yeah.
What is it?
You have a lot of people coming from the diaspora, and they're coming to Africa. Yeah?
Okay.
And many of us, we've spent the duration of our lives out in Europe or out in America. We are Africans, you know, we may be removed from the land, but that is our genealogy. So there's actually there's people that stalk Nappie and I, go to my Eat, Love, Migrate and everything, and they have taken a major issue with people from the diaspora coming to Africa, and as far as how they're identified. I identify myself as an African. I didn't have any choice to grow up in America. That is what my parents decided. My blood, my DNA comes back to Africa, comes back to Cameroon. So that is how I choose to identify myself. I never really assimilated well in America. I never really fit. Coming back here I'm always so well received that I'm home. I really feel home. I don't have trouble making friends. I don't have trouble communicating. I don't have trouble getting around. I go to various African nations, and everywhere I go, it's the same thing. So to me, this is more of a home than I've ever experienced abroad, and that is that. So yes, Nappie. So my name is Gina Ifoe. I am the one and only African superstar. I'm also another YouTuber.
I want you to tell my people why you came to Africa to start this business.
Essentially, the opportunity.
Okay, before you talk, can you tell us what business it is?
Hey. You see this guy? He's not serious. What?
On camera.
Okay, so basically I have jewelry and textile business. I source from Kenya, and I source here from Ghana. I'm actually wearing one of the items I'll show you guys. This is one of the Angara print dresses that I sell on my website. It's elastic, it's long, you know, you can't see the full thing, but I sell these kind of things, and I also sell African jewelries, and primarily I get my jewelry from Kenya. They're made from the Maasai tribes. Yeah, so anyway, I have this business. I started a website earlier this year in November. That's actually when I was in Kenya. I was there on business. My website is called theafricansuperstar.com, which is also my YouTube platform, my Instagram. It's all The African Superstar with a K, not a C. So basically, I discovered a need, because I think that's the beauty of those of us coming from outside. We have been exposed in the West, and when we come to Africa, we can immediately spot different opportunities that maybe local people wouldn't see, because since they're here in the environment, you know, they just see everything as normal life, and they may not be able to visualize something new. We come from the West, maybe we're used to different things being around. We come here, we say, oh wow, I could put a shop here, I could do this and that, I could make a school, I have these, you know, and basically we're able to see the resource. So what I noticed in particular is I love African prints. I wear a lot of it. Very often I wear African jewelry. I'm very proud and celebrate culture, especially here in Ghana. Ghana is my favorite place, and I celebrate. I wear a lot of kentes and all of that. But when I would travel back to Europe, where I live in the UK, I would come back and I would have my African goods, and local people would be like, where did you get that? Where did you find that necklace? Where did you get that dress? And I said, oh, I got it in Ghana, I got it in Kenya, oh, I bought it in South Africa. And then at that point, the conversation is finished, because people that are not frequenting Africa, they don't have access to the goods, you know. In the West, we do everything online, everything. If a person needs a mechanic, or someone wants to get their hair done, or someone wants a restaurant, they'll go to Google and ask for a restaurant or that. But here in Africa, you know, it's more word of mouth. I'll say, oh, where's a good place for me to get tilapia? Or who's good with cars? Who's good? You know, so it's more communal, we communicate. That's how we do business. If a Ghanaian needs a dress, they're not going to go to Google and look for, oh, may I have a seamstress? They wouldn't do that. They'll just ask their friends and go through, word of mouth. So basically, I realized, you know what, in the West, when I have that conversation, the conversation is finished if there's not a channel for them to shop or for them to get the goods. So I decided to create the website. I built the website myself. I schooled in computers for a point, so I know how to do web design. I created my website. I went to Nairobi. I looked for local vendors. I negotiated with them. I have videos of that on my channel as well, because it was quite an adventure, you know, trying to find the high quality goods that I was looking for, and so on and so forth. But basically, I just wanted to bring that accessibility to the West, you know, for people that aren't traveling, for people that are unable to do that, you know. And basically, I modeled it after the Chinese. The Chinese, most people, a lot of Western countries do business with the Chinese. They go to China, they get the wholesale goods very cheap, they bring them back to the West and they sell them higher. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm not exploiting those in Africa, but I am helping people that are on the continent be able to use their goods. You know, obviously I pay them, they make money from me, and then I'm able to sell it also to the West. So it's a totally beneficial, no middleman. You know, I do the business myself. I'm willing to travel to various countries, negotiate my own deals, create my website, create the pictures and all the media. I do the ads, I do everything. And you know, basically I want to encourage our people to be more integral in their own affairs. We have a lot of skills and we have a lot of talents, and we don't need to communicate through a middleman all the time. We don't need to ask permission. You know, people like Nappie, for instance, that have just discovered, oh, he has a knack for media. You know, he's really good with editing. He's very friendly. He's good communicating with people. You know, imagine him asking permission to develop his YouTube channel. It just doesn't make sense. So if you have things inside of you, you use it. I'm a very creative person, and I have that edge as far as my formal schooling in business and in computers. So, you know, why not? Why ask someone to do something that I'm able to do myself, you know?
Those resources are still back home. Like, you don't take it out.
Correct. You know, and we have a lot of artisan work here that's beautiful. Our clothing, our jewelry, our artwork, our woodwork. It's like world renowned, and there's so many people that have capitalized off of us. You know, why can't we capitalize off of ourselves? You know, if a Chinese person comes here and buys a lot of goods and takes it to China and sells it in China and makes millions of pounds or millions of dollars, nobody would question him. You know, everybody be like, okay, you know, that's just how it goes. We as Black people can learn how to do business with our own people and fortify relationships and make it mutually beneficial. Someone on the continent can be eating off of someone who lives in Europe, who's also eating off that person in the continent. You know, it's like brothers. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. We're both benefiting. You know, it's good for the local people that get to sell their work. You know, like, it's good for everybody. And then it also helps sustain me in particular, because my goals are to migrate here to Ghana. So that
shout outs to her. Welcome. We are accepting you. I love it. Like, I'm so happy. Yay! You've not forgotten. Oh my God, she has not forgotten her words. What motivates you as a woman?
Basically, I feel like if I don't do it, it wouldn't get done. The way I was brought up, my mother always used to tell me, when you find a problem, you should address that problem as if you're the only person that can solve it. So when I see various things happening to Black people in the West, I ask myself, what is it that I can do as an individual to better position my children, for instance, to not have to deal with these things, certain things like police brutality, racism, you know, something that like Nappie has spent his whole life never dealing with. As a young black man, these are really, really pressing issues that like your peers are dealing with in the West. It's a real fear. It's a danger. It's, you know, many people have been affected. Many young black males have been killed in police brutality. You know, I think about my son. I think about my husband. You know, these things can touch your life. You know, a lot of people that get involved in them, they're just living their everyday lives just like us, and then they get into a situation, and then they become a victim. So all those things are what really drive me to move forward. In regards of business, there's only two options in life, and that is either be an employee or be a business owner. It's really just that simple. And I don't want my destiny to be in the hand of someone else. I don't want my upward mobility to be in the hand of someone else. If I choose to go far in life, I want to be able to ascertain that. When you're in the corporate environment or when you're working for someone else, they determine how far you're going to go. If they don't want to give you promotion, or they don't like you, if they have a personal vendetta against you, they can limit your progress. When you're in control, you can determine, okay, you know what, I want to work every day for the next 6 months and grow my business, or I want to, you know, focus on this, or I want to enhance that. You have control over your business. So that is, you know, some of the reasons why I've turned my sights in the motherland and created my own business.
All right, you've really spoken so much, and I really appreciate that. I'm so happy you as a woman coming back home to start a business. So I want you to give like your last words to the diasporans, and especially to females who are not coming back home, or who are trying to come back home but they're finding difficulties, like they are so endangered about what they are seeing out there in the Western world. So I want you to give them some words, some thoughts of idea what they can do in the continent.
Basically, I would just encourage you guys to know that everything starts somewhere. Someone has to be a leader, someone has to go first. When you look at all the previous generations, you see they were motivated by like young people, you know, usually people in their early 30s. I've looked over Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you know, Huey Newton of the Black Panthers, Nelson Mandela. You know, these people, they were all in that critical period of their life, and they had various things they were passionate about, various things they felt strongly of, and they were willing to challenge the system. And for young Black women, I want to encourage you, we are the lifeblood of our families. You know, we have a big input in where we go from here, and we shouldn't be scared to be pioneers. We shouldn't be scared to go to the motherland, especially if we're not experiencing the kind of quality of life we want in the West. You know, there's a lot of opportunity here. Definitely if you're single and searching, there's nice young gentlemen like Nappie. Look, he's you know, for you to come to the motherland and perhaps begin your family here. I know that's a huge issue for women in the West, if I'm honest. A lot of single Black women wanting to start families, wanting to have children. They've been delayed for one reason or another, not finding suitable partners, focusing on career, being deterred, all these kind of things. When you come to the motherland, you can experience a lot less challenges in that area. I'm not the only person saying that. Many other YouTubers have come and began relationships and started families in the motherland, and that's actually how we build, and that's actually how we begin to reconnect, is through family. So I really encourage you guys to do it. I mean, you know, whether or not you choose to, I've already made the decision to do it. I'm already implementing my dreams. It's been very promising for me here in the motherland, and I advise you guys to go forward with your plans. 2020, on my channel we say it's the year of seeing things clearly. 2020 is perfect vision. So please be cognizant of your future plans. Know that your decisions are impacting the future generations. If you're unhappy with the quality of your life wherever you stand, then you should be looking for solutions to enhance that and make your life better, and those that are coming after us, their life better.
Thank you. That was really awesome. Like, this is insightful, so you can pick out some words of encouragement from whatever she said. So guys, This is an amazing episode. If you really like it, please share to your family and friends. Any other person in the West to watch this video who wants to come back home, just come home.
Yeah. You are welcome.
You're welcome. And you have many options to choose from: Kenya, Nigeria, Korea.
Ghana. Yeah, he wants to go to Korea. Look, Korea. Korea, Singapore, Malaysia. No.
So
Africa to the world.
Africa to the world. Just
Africa
come home.
to the world.
Yeah. So if you really like this episode, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And she has a YouTube channel, so go and subscribe to her.
Yes.
The African Superstar, Africa with K.
One and only.
The one and only. So catch you in another episode.
Bye.